Hello, this is Alexander Sobek. I'm going to be walking you guys through your lift 1 for summer. I'll go ahead and show you guys now what that looks like on video. For newcomers, your first warm-up is going to look just like this. You're just sitting down to a squat. We're looking to get the ankles down to the floor as much as we can and pushing ourselves to go deep. If our ankles are coming up slightly off the floor, right now that's okay. We'd rather get you deeper into the squat and we'll get your ankles down to the floor in the future. For returning, we're going to be taking a barbell. 45 pounds is fine. If you have a 35-pound light bar, it's fine too. And we're going to be going down in the same squat. Your ankles might come up. It's okay. We're trying to get deep into the squat right now and open up our hips. Next lift for the new lifting is just going to be a basic Cossack squat. You can do a body weight. Again, ankle going up, it's totally fine. For returners, we're going to be doing a Cossack squat with a 45-pound or the 35-pound barbell. Exact same. Next, for beginners, we're doing duck walks. So ankles come up, you take a step forward. It's almost like you're walking in a squat position, back and forth. Especially now for the returners, this is going to really challenge your mobility in your hips and your balance with the bar. It's also going to take a lot of mobility in your back as well, more than you would think. Just want to focus on staying upright as possible, keeping that arm straight, and being confident lifting all the way back up the end. Next warm-up part for everybody is going to be a front rack hold. So you can see here, we're going to start the hold every single time by looking for and checking the correct height of the bar that we want. And we're looking for it to be right around your upper thigh. You don't want it to be super high up on the pelvis. We just want it to be a little bit below, just in the upper mid part of your thigh. Once we find a spot that's comfortable, we're going to bring it up into a front rack position, and then we're going to squat down. We're going to hold that squat position the entire time, and that's going to be like the correct position. What we want to avoid is our elbows coming down like that and forcing us up. So that's elbows down, this would be elbows up. So we want to force elbows up, and your fingers are going to let them roll out as well. That'll be the last part of the warm-up. Next, for newcoming lifters, we're going to be focusing on hang clean form. We're going to start with just holding the bar in that same position that we found in that front rack. We're going to bend our knees. We're going to slightly extend the bar out from our hips. And we're going to bring it towards ourselves and explode in a jump the same way as you would when you're hitting a volleyball or doing anything else the moment it hits your thigh. While on the video, maybe it doesn't look like the way you jump or what you think a jump might feel. When you do this, that's all you want to be thinking about is jumping. So you're bending, so you start with just the knee bend, pick up the bar, bend your knees, bring the bar out, jump. That's all we're starting with, jump. We're catching it in the front position as best as we can. We're also going to be focused on our feet coming up. So if you watch slowly, when the bar comes up, the same as when you jump in volleyball, your feet are going to come off the floor slightly. So you leave the floor and you land back again. Leave the floor, land. So every single time we jump, we want to be leaving the floor as well. For the advanced lifters who have moved past, getting the form for a clean, we're going to be moving on to a power clean. It's the exact same as a hang clean, but we're lifting it from the floor. And what it's going to mean is the moment it touches your thigh, you jump in the exact same way. The way we want to set it up is we're going to be putting our arms right past our knees, basically, and we're pushing our knees to be the same width as our shoulders. So once we line up and stack, we're going to be rotating our wrists. And what it's going to do is it's going to force us to pull with our back. So what that looks like is rotating your thumbs inwards towards you. We're also going to check our knees. Same thing, looking for form. Putting our knees are over the bar. You'll see that your knees will not be in the way of the bar when you lift, because as you lift the bar up, your knees naturally come out of the way as you squat. You guys can see that motion there. Once you put it all together, we're just catching it at front rack. So we're lifting past our knees, hang cleaning, touching in one motion. It's going to be important that we're following all the same cues as we would for a form hang clean and the catch. So our feet are coming off the floor, we're catching the bar up, stable in that position, as same as the front rack hold. And now instead of catching the bar after, we're just going to let the bar fall. Our next exercise that everyone's going to be doing going to be a heel elevated back squat. We want to avoid putting our hands super far out, so we want to keep our hands kind of in, keep our back nice and tight. We're going to have any kind of plates on the ground. For this, I was using 2.5 pound plates. You can use 5 pound plates. You can use a 45 pound plate in the middle. Whatever works, as long as we're doing it, we don't want our feet to be too inverted, too far out. We want to find a balance that's just outside of straight. So we want to put our feet straight and then move our toes just slightly outwards. Once we're set up in that position, very simple, we're going to take a deep breath in and we're going to squat down. And we're going to hold that breath down at the bottom. We want to be very stable at the bottom. We don't want to be leaning down, doing any kind of sideways movement at all. You want to do just focus on a straight up and down path with whatever heel elevation we need to get there. Very simple and clean. Our next exercise for the newcomers is going to be a standing shoulder press. Very simple. We're just positioning the bar right under our neck. We're not going to keep our arms very, very wide. We want to, we don't want to make it very awkward like that. So we're going to keep our hands thin, just like in this bar position, probably in the same position as you would when you front rack for a power clean or a hang clean. And we're just pushing it above our head. And you can see if you look from the side, when we push it above our head, the bar comes out in front of our head slightly. And once the bar passes our head comes forward and the bar is going to go behind us naturally. This isn't a position that you need to force in any way to like create some kind of awkward motion. But if you do it and just press normally, that's just the path the bar is going to follow. Next is going to be the advanced lift. So instead of doing shoulder press, we're going to be doing a Sots press. So the difference here is it's more of a mobility requirement. It's going to be a deeper stretch in our shoulders. We're going to be taking the heel elevated squat, going all the way down. We're going to position our hands a lot wider than we would normal, and we're going to press up from behind our neck. When we're doing this, we're going to be obviously starting out with light weight. This is a safe exercise you can push in the future, but I want everybody to be starting with at least a 45-pound barbell or 35-pound barbell and no weight added, and just to get used to feeling your body in this position. It's very demanding. Want to finish every set squatting all the way up. Want to be very confident in that position. So we're going to finish it. We're going to stand up straight, and then you can put it back down and rack it however we want to. For positioning your hands, we're just going to start like a normal barbell squat, how you would tight, and we're going to move our hands outward until we kind of feel our grip start to loosen. And once we find that spot right there, for most of us, it's going to be very wide. Next lift for the newcomers is going to be an overhead tricep extension. We're going to do this with dumbbells. So we're going to set the bench to 1 degree past like directly overhead. We're going to be pretty much sitting upright. We're going to rotate the dumbbells to be neutral towards us. So they're going to be parallel just like that. And then we're just bringing our arms back slightly and bending at the elbow. So our shoulders stay in the same position the whole time. We're just bending at the elbow. You should feel this in your arms entirely. You don't want to be swinging it, don't want to be cutting off the range of motion. You want to be going all the way down every time. Make it one smooth motion. For the advanced lifters, we're going to be doing a pullover. So now instead of setting the bench super high, we're going to be setting the bench to 45 degrees. And we're going to be starting in the same way, but now instead of just bending at our elbows, we're also going to be bending at our shoulders. So we're going to get in this deep motion, the same as almost we do when we're swinging. We want to think about getting as deep as we can, pulling our elbows upwards first, and then our hands follow. You should be feeling this in your back, your shoulders, your arms. You're going to feel this in a lot of places. Deep stretch every single time, not cutting off the range of motion. Next lift for the beginners is going to be a bicep curl. We're going to set up the bench with an incline. We're going to push our elbows back, chest up. We're going to keep our elbows back the whole time like this and curl the dumbbell up. We can do it one at a time. You can do it both at a time. Either is okay, whatever is more comfortable. The last exercise for the advanced is going to be chin up. So we're not doing a pull up, neutral grip. We're doing a chin up specifically. When we set up our arms, we're not going super wide or super thin. We're going to want to just go directly above shoulder width. And nice, bounce them out. Or let ourselves hang out every single time. Every single rep needs to be all the way down. We don't want to be cutting the range of motion short at all. Once we're hanging, we're just pulling the bar up to our chest and going right back down.